Nathan's Read-Alouds.
Never give a princess a sword. Lord Willoughby dragged a huge crate from the hoard and gave his niece Amarinta a broadsword. He could have brought puzzles or ribbons or socks, but no, he brought steel that could shatter the locks. I beg you, dear reader, take heed of my plea. Keep weapons away from the royal decree. You might think she'd use it to knight a brave lord, but never, no never, give a princess a sword. She waddled right into the grand drawing-room and swung at the curtains with absolute doom. The silk was in ribbons, the velvet was slashed, the Ming vases wobbled, then tumbled and smashed. She marched to the garden to practice her swing at every conceivable hedge-sculpted thing. The topiary corgis were pruned to the bone, and Willoughby chuckled, observing alone. Then old Nanny Hester came out with a shout. "My goodness, whatever is this all about?" The princess just giggled and sliced off her hat, and Hester decided to leave it at that. The heavily armoured and chivalrous knights were running away from this terror in tights. Sir Gideon hid in a grandfather clock, while Araminta took swings at a masonry block. She burst through the doors of the dining hall next, where cook was left looking entirely perplexed. For there sat a Victoria sponge, tall and sweet, which the princess decided to neatly defeat. With one mighty swoop of her terrible blade, a sticky and jam-splattered mess was soon made. The icing flew into the chandeliers high, while strawberries pelted a duke in the eye. The king and the queen didn't know what to do. They hid in the pantry and ate a fondue. "We'll wait till she's tired," Her Majesty said, "and pray that she soon wants to go to her bed." At last the wee terror was gasping for air. She dropped the great sword by a velvety chair. The castle breathed out a collective long sigh. The horrible hazard had passed them all by. "Oh good," you are thinking, "the danger is done. The princess is finished with all of her fun." But look where she's wandering, into the yard, past all of the snoring and snoozing King's Guard. She's bypassed the stable, she's bypassed the hay, she's found the king's fully built siege trebuchet. She's loading the sling with a rather large cow. Well, who's going to stop the young majesty now?